Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Rich. This is RR37, or even welcome to the channel, depending what the situation might be. We're back with another episode of our FIFA 21 career mode today. We're going again with Boro. This time we've got Bayern and Munich. We are coming off the back of a really tough episode last episode. It's up on the channel now if you haven't seen that yet. You might want to see it before you see the rest of this one. I don't know, that is of course up to yourselves, but there is a spoiler coming for those of you who want to see it and haven't seen it yet, and that is that we managed to beat Liverpool twice last episode. Once in the Community Shield, once to kick off the Premier League. It was a great episode. But we're going to take this press conference now as we go into this Super Cup final against Bayern. And they're basically asking what is it that we're expecting from our boys today. And in all honesty, it is just, again, a good performance, just as we mentioned against Liverpool. A lot of the players in this lineup today are going to be making their first appearances of the competitive season, so we can't expect too much. And they're now asking, are we going to add this to the FA Community Shield? It is going to be bloody hard to do that, really hard. We've got our second team out there today, not the first team, and that is because in just 3 days time in the Premier League we have got Mancity coming to the Riverside, and that takes priority basically. And now they're asking, can we handle fatigue? Well, the honest answer is obviously the one at the bottom right there. We can manage the players' workload because we're rotating heavily for this today, and that's what is going to essentially make this a really difficult game. I expect that Bayern are probably going to go out and throw up a really strong side, so it's a bit unfair to expect to come away with the win today with that being the case. But we're going to jump in now and we'll see the lineups. And Bayern have actually gone with Xerxes, Bastamayo, Sane, Gnabry, Kimmich, Casemiro, Joe Gomez, Alphonso Davies, Neuer in goal. You see our lineup there comes nowhere near the quality of theirs. We're going to give it our best, as we always do, but it's going to be tough, this. It's going to be a really good gauge as well to see what's going to be happening in the Champions League, because I would fully expect that Bayern are going to be at the sharp end of that competition. So it's a really good measuring stick today to see whether or not that we can use the same ideals as what we did last season and use the lineup that we've got out there today to go out there, get the job done in the group phase, get us close, if not past that 40-point mark before we start using first team players in Champions League games. That is going to be the plan again, but we'll see. If we get blown away by Bayern today, then obviously there is just no way that we can do that. So let's just see how we get on. Like I say, I expect a really tough game here. They've gone so strong in this. I thought they'd put up a strong side, but I would imagine that if this isn't their first team, it's a team that is really close to it. So yeah, big tests today all over the pitch for all of the players, and we'll just see what we can get done. Phoenix started to make a move there. Dyke Steele has used him, and we're knocking it around nicely at the moment. And Joe Pedro's in here. Can he beat his man? He has beaten his man. Can he beat Neuer? No, he can't. Encouraging opening spell there. We were patient, we kept the ball really well. The opening came along. Pedro's done all he could do there, really. It's just a good save from Neuer. Can we do anything with a corner? Goranen's going to put it in, who's captain today, by the way. It weren't the greatest corner in the world, and Bayern now will bring this away. Nice quick triangle from them there, and Gnabry against Phoenix is an absolute mismatch pace-wise, but Phoenix done well to get himself into a decent-ish position, and Ramsdale this time has to make the big save. So both keepers called upon early in this one. It's been an open first 10 minutes. Can Jeffrey get the ball from Gnabry there? He can indeed. And can we now counter from their set piece, which was essentially from a counter as well? We can't. The ball from Jeffrey there weren't quite good enough to Roberts. and Bayern bring that one away once more. We've took that back and played it around really nicely indeed once again. We've got a man on the overlap here with Coulson. Jeffrey just taking his time. It's into Roberts now. I see Jeffrey making a run. We've picked him out, and can he finish? Of course he can finish. He's put it past Neuer into the far post. This guy is, again, I'm gonna say it again, probably the best pure finisher we have at this club. You're just so confident every single time he gets in front of goal. It's very rare that he misses, and even rarer that he misses the target. Sets that just outside of Neuer there, right out of his reach. Such composure for a player of his age as well. It is a beautiful finish, and we have taken, you've got to say, a shock lead against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Super Cup. The question is now, can we carry on in the vein that we've started? If we can, we are looking good at the moment. Phoenix has nicked that back nicely already there. Cook plays it off to Jeffrey once again. He's got Joao Pedro, who's making some good runs off the ball in this match. Plays it back to Jeffrey. Can Goranen hit this one? The defender started coming out straight away. Maybe Cook. No, it's back to Goranen again. Being really patient here. Keeping the ball nicely though. Again, it's back into Cook. He's going to cross to Goranen this time, who just can't stab it through there to Joao Pedro. And Bayern will bring this away again with Casemiro now. Plays it across to Kimmich. That is a great ball out to Sane. A bit too much on it, and we get the throw, and we can build again. And our fans are loving what they're seeing at the moment. I've had a really good opening spell in this game, but it just does feel at the moment like Bayern are just slowly starting to turn the screw. That's a good ball out to Sane. Can Fry get back with him? He can. He's just got to stand up here, Fry. He's made him go backwards. That's perfectly fine. What's Davies doing here? He's got in front. That's not good. It's really not good, because that is Xerxes, I believe, pouring in the equaliser for Bayern. I said the last 5-6 minutes they really started to just move the ball a bit quicker, getting a bit higher up the pitch, and they've took full advantage. That is Xerxes' obviously first goal of the Super Cup, and that's pulled Bayern back in, but not really a need to panic at the moment. We've just got to stop their momentum, because we have had the majority of the opening half an hour for definite. Probably created the better chances as well, if I'm being honest. We just got to carry on doing what we're doing. Forget about the fact that they've just scored. Cook's done alright there. I thought for a second he was turning into trouble, but he doesn't, and there's just 10 minutes now to go till the half. Again, just look how composed we are at the moment. We're in the side that looks like you would expect Bayern to be playing. That's a decent-ish ball. Roberts again just couldn't get there. He weren't far off, to be fair. Bayern again, we're forcing those to play on the counter at the minute, but look at the quality of their passing. They're never missing a target, whether it's through the air, through the lines, to feet, in behind, it really don't matter. And Xerxes with a pretty weak finish there, which I for one am very, very happy about. You see there, 3 shots to 2. We've scored obviously one of ours, they've scored one of theirs, but oh, that's nice. Goranen's done really, really well there. Hard running from him again, and what a block that is. That is really, really good defending from Bayern, and that looks a bit offside to me, but it's going to go out of play anyway, and that probably will do it for the first half. And it did do it for the first half, and whatever their manager says to them at half time has made a big difference. We've come out trying to play with the same composure that we did in the first half, but they're so much more aggressive. They're getting forward quicker with the ball as well now. They're really going for it. We have to match that intensity now if we're going to win this cup, or do anything really in this game, because it just feels like the game's a lot harder at this point, and Bayern are looking a lot more dangerous with the ball. Coulson's made his man go backwards there. Kimmich now, decent tackle from Wood. He doesn't get the ball from it though. Coulson gets a touch on that this time, still no reward, and Xerxes has found that same space that he found in the first half once again, and we are now behind, and it just felt like that was coming. We've not been able to pass the ball as well. We're not winning challenges, or we are winning them and not getting the ball. You could just feel that goal coming. It has now came, and we find ourselves 2-1 down. And honestly, it felt like there was nothing that I could do about that. We won challenges in that sequence. Just couldn't get the ball after we won it, and yeah, it ends up in the back of the net. So it's on us to do something again now. We don't need to change all that much. We just need to be a little bit more aggressive and match what they're doing as they play it out again now. Straight through the lines again. Dyke Steele up against Davies. He's done well there though. Phoenix has got it now. Roberts has it. He's played it to Jeffrey. Not much on at the moment in front, to be honest. Cook's just played that back into Roberts. Phoenix has got free now. Can he turn back? No, he can't. Davies is in there again. Alphonso Davies, man, he's such a good player. We're going to make a change now, though. Jeffrey's going to go up front. We're going to bring on Pavon. We need to bring our weapons on at this point. And again, I was going to go with Almada. But then I suddenly realised that I can't really do that because we've got to get Evan and Hazard on in this game at some point. So instead, we've put Roberts out on the right, we've put Phoenix in, and that's all we're going to do for now. We're going to leave it 10-15 minutes for Hazard and Evan to come on. This time we do whip the ball in. It's headed clear, and yeah, the corner came to absolutely nothing. It weren't a great one. Roberts now on the right hand side, remember, plays that into Phoenix. Great little first touch from Pavon there, but Coulson was just offside. Really unlucky that. What an introduction to the game that could have been for Pavon. We've won the header there though. So we're keeping the pressure on at the moment. Phoenix has got no support really at all there. Dyke Steele finally shows her. It's back into Phoenix again, who's influencing the game a lot more from central. He's cooking as well. That I didn't see coming. But that's a great little run from Cook. We were really patient. We waited for the opening to come. It presents itself right here. Cook just runs straight through a gaping hole in their defence. Neuer can't get out quick enough. And Cook's finished it, and we are back level in this European Super Cup. And it could honestly go either way at the moment with just 20 minutes to go. Wow, I did not see that coming. Great finish from Cook once he got in as well, because Neuer did rush him. Or he didn't blast it, he just slipped it underneath him. And they have a corner immediately after that now. We're going to go short maybe. No, that's gone over Ramsdale, over Wood, and Xerxes gets a hat-trick. We've literally just got back into the game and we're out of it again now. Xerxes has had one hell of a game. He looks a real predator, this guy. All of these goals have come from the edge of the 6-yard box. And that's something to look at actually. We don't really have a player like that. So Xerxes, someone who's really caught my attention in this game, just not because of the goals, but the nature of them as well. We don't have the fox in the box type of forward, but that kind of forward has come up real trumps today for Bayern, and it could get worse now. It's an important touch on that from Coulson, just so we can get back in shape. We've really got to try and rescue this game now, just 15 minutes to go. They can just afford the possession now, which is what they're doing, and run the clock down. We can't. We have to be the side now that gets forward quickly. We're trying to get Pavon in there, but the ball from Jeffrey just wasn't good enough. And with just a few minutes to go, there's a real sense of urgency, and what a ball that is to Pavon. Just the guy you would want on this. He can't beat his man. So unlike him. Goronen keeps it going though. Can we do anything from here? We've got Dyke Steele, we use him. It's back to Goronen again. Roberts now. Cook once more. Pavon's got back in again, and surely this time he has indeed. When we need a goal, he steps up, and that now is going to introduce, if my pad works properly, that is, introduce Hazard and Evan into the game. I completely forgot about these while we was trying so hard to get back in. But what a moment that is for our man of the moment again. Comes up big when we need him. He didn't make the most of the first opportunity, but got himself another one. And this time he has lashed it home. And it is now amazingly 3-3, and we are pushing Bayern all the way here. Even if they go on to win it from this point, they've been made to work for it. It's been a really confident display from us, considering how much better they actually are. I'm really proud of what the boys have achieved so far today. Xerxes again finding himself in our box there. This time he can't do anything with it, and we play that up, but we're not going to get time. It looks like we're going straight to extra time, guys. So in extra time at the minute, Bayern are looking the much fresher and sharper side at this point. Like I said in the pre-match press conference, guys, this is a lot of this team's first appearance this season. And with that in mind, you've got to keep in mind the sharpness and the fitness is going to be nowhere near as high as Bayern's. So that's going against us as well. But we're holding our own in this one at the moment, and like I say, I'm really proud of what the boys have done so far. I've just noticed that Morata's on now for Bayern as well, another good player there. They're just being patient, just trying to pick a gap at the moment. We've won that ball there, but again, don't come away with it. And it ends up in the back of the net. It's Gnabry this time, and surely we're not going to manage to find our way back in it again. It's once again really disappointing. You didn't get to see all of that sequence, but we got so many feet to the ball with challenges there and just could not come away with it again. It's another one of them where I just felt the goal coming because of that. And it's such a frustrating thing, because when that happens, you just really feel helpless. You're doing your absolute utmost and getting no benefit from it, no reward from it. It's almost not worth putting a challenge in sometimes. Please don't tell me. No, it's offside. I thought he gave a penalty there, the ref. But again, we've come back twice in this game. We're not going to give up. Oh, Pavon made a great run then, but we couldn't use him. He was a little bit too quick. We've got Goranen here now. Jeffrey. Oh, Cook's got that, but the touch has just ran straight into their defender, and that's probably going to do it for the first half of extra time. Or are we going to get one more opportunity here with Pavon? No, we're not. And Kimmich's going to bring that one away. In this second half of extra time so far, surely that's offside. It's not, but Bayern's ball possession has just been absolute murder for us. Again, we win 2 challenges there, can't get it off them. Won 3 challenges there, still can't get it off them. And the clock's just running down and down here. Another touch on the ball there, still don't get it. And finally, the 5th or 6th challenge there, we managed to win the ball back. Bayern are quite high up the pitch as well. Jeffrey's made a good run into the channel here. He's been found. Come on, boys. And it's a poor ball once again. We're going to really have to work on his passing. His shooting is out of this world, but we need to work on that passing for 100%. There's been a few times today he's had the ball in decent positions, but his final ball's just not been there. And that's probably going to be Bayern winning the Super Cup, guys. We've given it our best shot. I'm not too disheartened by it. It was always going to be tough. I had to pick between this and City. And of course, staying in the Premier League's the big thing at the moment. Thankfully there, it's hit straight at Hazard. We don't get a chance to counter, so once again we find ourselves watching an opponent lift the cup. It's not great, but it is what it is. We put up our best attempt today. It was a great effort from the second team. Bayern just too strong. One thing that to note with us is we are most definitely going to have to concede less goals if we're going to use the second team through the group phase. It happened in pre-season. We can't keep conceding 3s and 4s every game. We're not going to get anywhere by doing that, so maybe it is now time to start looking at signing players and moving these first team players down to the second team and transition that way. It's just food for thought at this point. It's really tough to watch these lift this cup. I did want it, but not as much as I want to keep the club in the Premier League. So we'll have our day, no doubt. We'll have our day. But today, congratulations to Bayern. They've done what they needed to do, and it is them with the cup, unfortunately. So yeah, gutted, but we must move on. We've still got another big game in this episode, and you see right there, that is why the second team was out. Just 3 days time, City are coming to the Riverside. We've got a match rescheduled already for some reason. Don't know what that's about, but we'll find out shortly, no doubt. We've also got some prize money from the Super Cup as well that you can see. I think that was Kimmich standing by there. Yeah, at this point, it took me a minute to do everything. I was just processing the fact that I was gutted about not winning the final, but I did what I had to do. It was a tough choice. I think City would have killed us with the second team out personally, so with that being in my mind, I did what I did, and we can't take it back now. I'm hoping at some point we'll be in it again. You never know. But we've got another offer coming here for one of our players. Another loan offer, but it's a loan to buy again. I don't want to sell him. I just want to loan him. It is, of course, Clark again. And will they this time accept our offer to just loan him? I mean, they can loan him for 2 seasons if they want to. Just, he's not up for sale, and no, again, they don't go for it. And yeah, that was kind of my expression as well. I'm like, come on, just loan the guy, will you? Somebody just loan him, anybody. But no, they want the loan with the option to buy, and I'm not willing to do that. At some point I might have to bite the bullet, because I just don't see where game time comes from for them, to be honest. Not enough to develop like I'd like them to. And this is a nice surprise down here, because there's only one player in our team that is injured, and he is finally back. Jackson Guest, welcome back to the team. That is going to be a massive plus. He's obviously not going to feature in this game with the fact that he's only just came back, but what a bonus for us that is to have him back. We'll just quickly look at the Premier League before this game. You can see us in 4th at the moment. City just behind in 6th. Both of us have won our opening game though. And Chelsea win as well. Spurs have won. Arsenal have won. So all the usual suspects winning there, except for maybe us. You wouldn't have thought that we'd be able to do that against Liverpool. But yeah, you saw the energy levels of the second team there. That is exactly why we had to rotate in the Bayern game. Look at the strength of this City team as well. Sterling, Lewandowski, Silva, De Bruyne, Milinkovic-Savic, Rodri, Angelino, Laporte, Stones, Cancelo and Edison in goal. It is such a strong team. There's no way that we couldn't not play our first team today. As I mentioned, it's going to be highlights due to the fact that the Bayern game went to extra time and went all the way. And that there, guys, is the first highlight, but it is Reina's hat-trick. For some reason, the highlights have only kicked in from the 41st minute. I don't know if it's because, spoiler alert, there's a lot of goals in this one. I can't remember what the score was at that point, but I remember it being the hat-trick for Reina. Liverpool City though got back in. Got one just before half-time with Lewandowski. Got another one here. And just like, yeah, it's just weird. The first half we absolutely dominated. The second half we could do absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. We did get a few goals because City are just so vulnerable at the back the way that they play. De La Cruz finding himself in a familiar position. Obviously he scored one of those against, I think it was Liverpool. Not this time, he does go near post rather than the finesse finish. Yeah, there was a lot of goals. The game finished in the end by Almada here. Just moved the game away from City, and it's another goal for him, a nice one as well with that left foot. And we weren't finished there. Pavon just twisting De Bruyne in and out, can't get the ball off him, smashes it with a left foot. The Ederson just couldn't get nowhere near that, and that would indeed finish the game off and made it a remarkable 8-3 at the Riverside. What a game, what a game. I've left this in just to show you, because I come out of the highlights that we normally watch with the minutes and everything on to try and get all of the goals, but it wasn't a possibility. So yeah, 6 points from 6 in the Premier League, bag full of goals scored. 8-3 this one finishes, unbelievable. We're going to take the press conference, and we're going to move towards the next game of where we'll end the episode. But great win and a hat-trick for Reina, who is on fire in the Premier League at the minute. It was very much an electrifying performance from him. It really, really was. And people are starting to take us seriously now, beating a team as good as City, getting 8 goals in the process. They probably should. Can we keep this run of form going? I hope so. But yeah, that was a very, very much a surprise. I think we've sussed City, to be honest. We've got 7 against them a couple of times. For us, it's more the teams that are difficult to break down that we struggle against. Hopefully we can put that right this season. And what a game. Did we always feel in control? Except for that 10-minute spell at the beginning of the second half, I would say yes. Other than that, we really did control things. It was a really good, inspiring, confidence-building performance. And now we've got another loan offer coming in from Clark. It doesn't say with option to buy, but it does on there. So we pretty much know how this one's going to go. But once again, just because you never know, I'm going to try and negotiate this out. I'm pretty sure they're going to decline once again. And they absolutely do indeed. It looks very much like Clark and Wilkie are going to be staying with us at least until January. I'm going to have to try maybe and get them in somewhere, but I can't even sub them on because we need to be subbing on Hazard and Evan. And then who's that coming in? Solskjaer coming with a massive offer for Almada, but guess what? He's going absolutely nowhere, not even for that kind of money. Yeah, he's him, Pavon, Urzi already. Reina already as well are pretty much untouchable, and we're going to get another loan offer here for Wilkie this time, but again it's loan to buy again, that we're probably just going to get told no, so we're going to skip it all. There's no point, and of course, yeah, they're going to walk out. Why won't they just come in with a normal loan? Is 2-year loan not enough? I don't get it. I really don't. It's really odd that they're the only kind of offers that we're getting. It's somewhat frustrating as well, to be honest, because again, I just can't figure out how we're going to get them in the team. But we are at the Palace game now. But before we leave, we're going to have a quick look at the Premier League table that we are currently sitting top of, which is nice. Spurs behind us on 6 points as well, and we're the only two already with a 100% record, which is crazy. That's going to do it for this one though, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been a bit up and down. We didn't win the Super Cup, unfortunately, but we did absolutely smash City, and they're down in 10th there. Still no sign of Liverpool or my beloved United, actually. There's Liverpool, and there's United. 15th and 16th, whoever would have thought that, eh? Villa propping up the table there, no wins, no points. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've really had some fun with it. I'm really enjoying the fact that I can sit down and record this footage again. But until the next one, guys, again, my name's been Rich. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all hopefully back here for the next one. But until then, bye guys.